Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Buccaneers are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Saints offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First and 10. Drake. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Beck, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. So out come the Bucs now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And
right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Off play action. Drake. He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be fielded at the 8. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Mason. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now back to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Drake. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Latronic. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go! One. Ohio! Ohio!
Off play action. Drake. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off the play fake. Drake. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And shedding through the tackle.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go! Leopard! Leopard! Set!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got a...
And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Drake. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Drake. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. A final shot before break. Drake. A dump off to Sims. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
No, check, Patriot. Set, lead, and Clifford. Now let's go. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to
be searching for sack number 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. In motion comes the tight end left. Off play action. Drake. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Drake. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 33. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Drake eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marshawn Lynch, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
To throw on second down. Drake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Drake. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. Now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing on first down. Drake. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want a break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Drake. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Drake flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Drake over the middle, complete. It's King. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. Drake. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, Drake fighting to stay upright. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
bootleg. Drake. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. In motion, the tight end. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First and 10. Drake. His pass caught with the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. The Bucs on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Bucs on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Finding some room at midfield. And brought in here by Flater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. 6-man. Detroit. Detroit. Check curls. Check curls.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. 82 is mine. I got 82, man.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And tough starting field position here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.